Hi everyone. I just have a real quick pinch of play video for you guys today. I wanted to share just a couple of projects that I've been working on or that I've started working on. And one of them is this little magazine journal. It's actually a catalog. And I got this idea from Janet Nash's channel. She made a magazine journal. Well, she makes magazine journals anyway, but she made one specifically not too long ago, a week or two ago, and she cut it into a heart shape. And I thought that was a really cool idea, and I was thinking I might do something like that, but I hadn't decided exactly what I wanted to do. And then I remembered that I had received a book from a friend at Christmas, and it's called Heart Lifters for Women, and it's got some stories and scriptures inside. And the most unique thing about this book is that every so often there's a heart that folds out from the side of the page, and it has scriptures inside. And I thought that was the neatest thing. And the minute I saw that, I said, I'm going to make a journal that has hearts like that on the edge that fold open. So that's what I'm doing in this catalog, and I've already taken it and torn out pages and glued together pages. I followed Janet's counts for that. I think she was tearing out 3 and gluing together 2, and that makes more room, you know, in the magazine or in the catalog for you to actually work in, because it's going to get thicker. And I will link her video at the end of this video. But I wanted to show you that gluing 2 pages together thickens it up pretty well. And I haven't done anything to the covers at all yet, but I did create 1 page just because I wanted to play. So I did this little page here about spring, and it's so bright, I know, but it was just so much fun to just sit and grab painted papers and some stuff. This and the little flowers and the bee here, these are from my March printable over on my Ko-fi page, and it was just so fun to be able to use them. This particular tape here was from my garden printable on Etsy, and I did that a year or 2 ago, so I was excited to use that. And it's just so much fun. And then I also took another nod from Janet, and she was making some washi tape the other day, but it was using fabric. You know, I've done this with scraps before, and I've made tapes in other ways, like I did doodle tapes, you know, last year I think it was. And this was fabric bits, and I've never done that, and I wanted to, but I never had. And then she brought it up again in my mind, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm going to have to do it. Oh, and I have a little heart on this one. I was getting ready to do some jelly printing the other day. You guys may have seen my little reel on Instagram and my post about using alcohol inks on the jelly plate. Well, I took out some dictionary pages. I actually cut some out of an old dictionary, and they were very random, and one of them actually had the word open-hearted. I was like, and I was just planning to do this journal, so I thought that was so cool. So I cut out the definition of open-hearted, and then I wrote a little quote in here by Oprah Winfrey that says, when you live with an open heart, unexpected, joyful things happen. And I just thought that was cool. So I thought, when I make my journal, every so often I'll have a little heart on the edge of the page. Could be a small heart, could be a bigger heart, and I'll just, you know, play as I go. But I just think it's going to be fun, and I'm just throwing random things on pages just to enjoy. So I wanted to share that with you. And while I'm talking about this tape, I wanted to show you what I did. I did a little bit of a different slant because I wanted to stitch on mine. So, you know, when you make these tapes, you typically put the double-sided tape on the back, and I didn't want to sew through a bunch of gummy adhesive. So I decided to use some tracing paper strips and glue my pieces onto the tracing paper, just using glue stick, and just glue some little bits down. And then once that glue is dry, then I can take that piece to the sewing machine, and I can just stitch right down the middle of it. And then maybe if I wanted to sew on a button or sew on a little applique or whatever, a sequins, whatever. You can do all of that before you include your tape. So once I had everything glued, then I just stuck the tape down on the back of the tracing paper. So I just thought that was a fun way to do it if you want to have some stitches on your little washi, fabric washi tapes. Here's another one that I did. I love that. And then I did a couple of small ones. I had some little small bits, and so I did small ones. I thought these would be so cute. Like, you know, I've got these little collage journals that I make, but look how sweet either of these would be so cute on a page. And then this one right here, of course, it was longer, and I had cut it off when I added it to this page, so this little bit was left over. And I mean, isn't that adorable? I just love it on there. So they make the cutest little page borders. You could also attach them and use them, like attach it on just one edge, and then you could use it for a tuck spot or something like that. So I just wanted to show you guys, and I was going to put one together real quick and just show you how I did it. It's very, very simple. I've got some little pieces that I'd snipped. It's going to be like this one. So what I have is ribbons that I snipped. This is the black and white checked ribbon. And then these are from some batik fabric. And these little floral bits are actually from a sheet. And it was a child's sheet. I had a little crib size, well, I had a crib, and then we turned it into a youth bed, and I had this little sheet on the bed. And of course, I don't have cribs anymore. All the grandkids have outgrown that. So I just took that little sheet, because I'm not going to use it for anything else. I took that little sheet, and I'm just using it for little fun play stuff. So why not? But think about that. You can use stuff like that when you're looking for fabrics. Look at sheets, look at clothes. You know, you can find stuff in the thrift stores that you can use and not have to spend a lot of money on fabric, you know. So I'm just gluing a little at a time, you know, like a third of the length, and I was just alternating these little pieces. So I had a dark piece, and then I had a lighter piece, and I kind of overlapped them a little bit, you know, and then I would add a little ribbon like so, and then I would repeat the process over again. And I need to add a little more glue. Okay, now the white one. And they're just so colorful and cute. When you're done, you're like, it's just exciting, you know, to be able to play and enjoy like this, especially with just little scraps of stuff, you know. So I'm loving it. All right, now I'll do this one. And then, oops, and then the black. I think the black is really nice. It just pops, makes everything pop. Okay, I'm gonna scoop this up a little bit. All right. Okay, so where are we? We're at the batik fabric here. All right, and then I'll do the pink, I think. Actually, I should do it this way. But you can cut circles and do this, triangles, whatever. Just have fun using your little scrappy bits. Okay. And then I'm going to add one more of these. And then that will get trimmed off at the bottom. All right, so that's what you end up with. It's very thin because of the tracing paper, of course, is very thin. And so you're not adding a lot of bulk to your journal. So then once that dries, I can take that to the sewing machine, or I could hand stitch it. You can easily do just a little straight running stitch, and you just do it right through the tracing paper, and it's so easy. And then once it's stitched, it looks like that. So I just think it's so fun, and I wanted to share it with you guys in case any of you would like to make something like this and add stitching to it. I think it's amazing, amazing fun. So then once I stitch that, see, then I just take my double-sided tape, and I'm not going to stick it down now, but then just run it along the length of the tape. So it's ready when you're ready. If you don't have double-sided tape, these can also be glued down to your page just as easily. The tape just makes it kind of, you know, ready when you need it kind of thing. But gluing it to the page works just as well. So anyway, those are just a couple of little fun playtime things that I've been doing lately, and I just wanted to share them with you. As I said before, I'll link Janet's video on her heart journal and also on these fabric washies that she was making, okay? All right, have fun playing, you guys, and take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.